We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. He'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's why he's got to be happy. Back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's down there. That's Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the first kick for timeout. They'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down on the 32-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cohen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Trubisky able to go left. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They run. This is Cohen. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Guys, Miles for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Abdullah will return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Let's go draft. The pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
We're going. Let's go. Go ahead.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yo. He's in there. Yo. Check 26.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. He's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 33.
Missed.
This will not be good. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the Thomas and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turns into a big loss of yardage.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough and long coming up.
Start right here. Start on the right. Start on the right. 18, 18. Set up. 180.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it out.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Cousins the throw. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. Some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
180!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can match, too.
And he's able to carve out about about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Put up! 180! Red, up! SOS.
This is Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey! 180! Right.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And we'll get this one down to about the 17. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Four down. 180!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, put up! 180!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash mark is a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys that have the casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it and is able to take this one back to the 36
sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Set up! 180! Shift! Watch the shift! Move, move.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. His hand complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
180!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. It's been touchdown,
Bears. Anthony Miller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. And they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins now on 2nd down. 9 times left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen on the toss. Running the long pass midfield. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line coverage and taken down. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play fake. Here's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the guy's man. It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone. And I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now Abdullah, the return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. A second down throw for Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the fullback trying to push to Brown. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Football is such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time, that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, but it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On second down, Cousins again. Pressure, he's taken down. A Bears sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, here's the run to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Wide. Hey, Steamer.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And be intercepted. And Jackson picks it. But a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
180!
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They go play action with Trubisky. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it! Complete! And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey! 180! Kill! Behind!
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
180!
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Up! 180! Red, up!
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. The catch made. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of adjustment to shake off the really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right, tight end right. Up! 180!
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
3 down, 3 down.
And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
180!
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big thing.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They give it to him running left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over on this drive.
Well, that was a spirit crusher, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And out now come the Vikings. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Wide. Rhino. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Cousins again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Rhino!
Cousins on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, Cousins, and drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
It's been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
We got 3.
They pitch it out to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Onto the field now come the Bears. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Chicago, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now.